How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little Hot Butcher for the world. Come on now. You should know this shit by now. They sent me off 2 beers. What was it? A couple days ago, I received them. One was, what was it? Cold side or cold something. Cold wave? Cold sniff? I don't know. I forget things. These are going to go up both at the same time. That beer is fucking awesome. That beer was awesome. The beer was awesome. Go watch the video right now. I ruined it, but go watch it anyway. Now this has got me really intrigued because this, my friends, is called RipRap. Whatever. Snip, snap, RipRap. And it's a Nelson Sauvin Eldorado hopped American Pale Ale. Fantastical. It's the American Pale Ale that's got me hot and bothered. 5.75%. We're in that ballpark of when Hot Butcher really kind of makes me all hot and bothered. Nipples get hard. Yeah. So hopefully this one shows and proves. Let's just pour this sucker and get into it. It is 6:23. I gotta be somewhere about 20-30 minutes, so yeah, let's not pussyfoot. I thought this was gonna be clear. I made assumptions, as said of you and me. But I can get down a little bit of low ABV haze if it's done right. Let's see if they done right. If they rip-wrapped it and sip-snapped it. Label-wise, it's cool. Jetson style stuff. It kind of looks like, waves and stones. Yeah. It's kind of cool because it reminds me of, what was it? The beer that I can't remember that was the one I just reviewed. That had a lot of water involved in it. And then there was the one previous that I did from them, Ocean Key. There's been a lot of water theme that they've been going with. I don't know if this is purposeful on Hot Butcher's side or if Dan is having some kind of purposeful thing on his end, or if he's just imagining things in a certain way, so he's leaning heavily into kind of a water theme. I don't know. It's just my personal kind of psychological analysis of what's going on. They always do their tasting notes on the back. It says here, cold white grapes, lush tropical fruit, zesty citrus. Now here's the thing, and this could be the case, and this is 1,000% speculation on this. I don't know if they're trying to kind of subtly let everybody know that these water-based beers are beers that are kind of cold fermented, maybe. Again, total speculation. But that one that I had previous to this, I can't remember the name. That was 1,000% lagered. It was ale yeast, but it was lagered. And I don't know if maybe this is a theme they're going with. Anyway, let's get past the psychoanalysis. Let's dive into the beer. Dig the artwork. That looks like a gigantic hazy. Got that little cataracty edges, big orange core. Decently creamy, tight, compact head on it. But I talk a lot, so it's dissipated pretty quick. Let's get a nose. That smells like a tropical fruit medley, really, but tropical fruit leaning fruit medley double IPA. That's what that smells like. Big, huge, rich tropical fruits, a little bit of stone fruit, citrus on the other end of things, but leaning it to a grapefruit, pineapple kind of thing. With this nice, soft, non-overly aggressive kind of greenness on the other end of things, but it smells nowhere close to sub 6% as far as a hop presence. So it comes off all the parts of a hazy, but it doesn't, it's not there. The ABV isn't there. This is kind of where my kind of hazy love affair really starts to come to a head when I get these kind of low ABV hazies that drink like bigger ones. Ooh, that's my soapbox, baby. That's what I chant about. And this one's giving you all that. So huge fruit, a little bit of bittering on the side, sweet but not overly sweet. Hopefully there's a pop of sweetness, a little bit of dryness. Let's find out. Cheers. Yeah, it's delicious. It's absolutely 1,000% delicious. It rings exactly. Well, no, I shouldn't say exactly. I was going to say it rings exactly true as the nose would lead you to believe. That tropical fruit definitely leans a little bit more heavily into that kind of grapefruit pineapple thing. More grapefruit than anything else. But it's still there. That green is nice. It's a little bit kind of hot pellet greeniness, a little bit more aggressive than the nose leads you to believe, but it's still in the ballpark. It has this creamy fluffiness to it, while at the same time being infinitely drinkable. This is delicious. What do they say? Zesty citrus, I get that. Lush tropical fruit, that was more of a nose thing, but it's still there in the taste. And cold white grapes. I get the cold white grape thing. Listen, they're talking about calling out Nelson Sauvin on the can. If you don't mention white grapes, I think you go to jail for 30 days if you don't mention grapes when you either put Nelson Sauvin in a beer or you review it. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is great white grape to me, but I get it. It's really the impact of this ABV at this sub 6% level. To get that kind of impact while still being drinkable is just a really fun trick to pull off. Because you're talking about aggressive haze, soft haze, drinkable haze. You're taking a lot of boxes that don't necessarily kind of coexist. It's almost like it's not a Venn diagram because that includes everything. It's kind of like those Facebook things where you say pick 2 or 3, and you can only pick 2 or 3 in a triangle. And it's like mouthfeel, hop aggressiveness, creaminess, whatever. And then you have to pick like only 2 of those and you can't get the third. This is pulling off the third or that 4th level of stuff. So because you're getting hop aggressiveness with that drinkability and just a softness. So it's kind of like jumbo shrimp. It's like an oxymoron in that sense, in that you're getting that kind of oomph while still being soft. It's delicious. Now here's the thing. There's been hit or misses for me when it comes to Hop Butcher. That Ocean Key wasn't my favorite beer that I've had from them. That was probably the last one I believe I reviewed before these go up. This is a murderer's row right now. So you had like a blip on the radar, and I think there might have been a blip. No, there wasn't a blip before that with Hop Butcher, but there's been blips before. But it's kind of like someone has a slump. I'm not calling one, as far as I'm concerned, mediocre beer a slump, but to come back this way with old school clearness with new school hoppiness, which was that previous beer, and then to come with this low ABV haze, man, yeah, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years because that shit is delicious. Yeah, so let's talk about it. Is this one of the better sub 6% hazies I've had as of late? Yes. Probably Mount Rushmore status. Let's put it that way. King should have fucked Mountain level. Bag and availability. Hop Butcher flies off the shelves. They don't do brewery releases. It's all pretty much distroed out, but they drop, they leave. So take that for what it's worth and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like big new school hazies, but you want something at a relatively manageable ABV level of sub 6%, you are going to be extremely hard pressed to find something better than this beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little hazy right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.